What's up, everybody? This is TEKNOBLAST on Techno's Gaming. How are you tonight? Oh, we got some chat already. Man, Punty is always on point, always come in every Thursday. And we got SIKSLAYER who couldn't make it today, but that's okay. Take care of your business as always. Space Invaders on Genesis. Guys, how are you guys doing? I'm going to continue on from yesterday. If you missed out yesterday's show, check it out. It's in my history. Yeah, the show, it was during the show, and then about 15-20 minutes after the show, we had some talks there with SIKSLAYER and the Realist. Supposedly Realist supposed to show up today, but we'll see if he pops in and show us, grace us with his presence. But not to go over the whole thing or yesterday's show, we all know that Minecraft Legends is coming April 18th, which I'm excited for. I cannot wait. I enjoy Dungeons, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy Legends as well. And I hope it's a couch co-op as well. That way I can play with the kids, because I got plenty of what do you call it? Controllers for myself and my kids, so we can play together. Let's see here. Okay. And then we got Forza coming up, where people were a little bit upset, a little disappointed. Not upset about the game itself and what it's bringing, all those tracks, 500 cars. It looks fantastic. Like, you're getting to see a 720 video, but what I'm seeing here is a lot higher resolution. It looks fantastic, and I cannot wait to play it on the actual console, because that's when you really see the graphic fidelity and what it looks like and how it performs, and it's going to look amazing on the Series X and S. And let's just say the series consoles, because it just covers both of them. So they say 2023, and that's, there's 11 months left in the year, so who knows when it's going to land. Some people are saying there's some code in there. Somewhere in this trailer, there's a code that says it's coming out June 20th, along with Elder Scrolls Online. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it's true. But then we also got a date for Redfall, which I know a lot of people were looking forward to, and that's going to be May 2nd. So get ready for Redfall. And, hey, you want a game with me? Go ahead and, I'm TEKNOBLAST on live, and you can send me a message and a friend request to say, hey, this is me from your show. Let's game together on Redfall and blah, blah, blah. Because otherwise I'm going to ignore you, because I think it's those spam bots, and I don't want to friend those spam bots. Now, the one that threw everybody off was the Shadow release, the Shadow Bomb release of Hi-Fi Rush, which to me, looks like Jet Set Radio / Sunset Overdrive. It looks fantastic, looks fun, and that's what games are all about. It's about having fun, not about let's see how real this game could be and let's play. No. It's about fun. Enjoy yourself. That's why there's variety of games, not just one trick pony type of game. There's variety of games, and that's what we got yesterday at the Dev Direct show, was 4 or 5 different games. Now, granted, 2 or 3 are known franchises, but still, it was a mixture of great games. I keep saying Microsoft. Minecraft Legends, Forza, Hi-Fi Rush, Hi-Fi Rush, Elder Scrolls Online. Elder Scrolls not my thing, but I know there's a huge community, which is the reason why they're giving away all the DLCs June 20th this year. And then you got Redfall coming out in May. Ain't that right, Realist? You enjoying Redfall? That's what hyped you up big time.
Well, yeah, because I used to be a big ESO guy, but I think I might have to try to get back into it. I just know the time commitment that it
is.
That's all. Time commitment, especially being like 10 expansions behind.
Yeah, you're gonna have lots to catch up on when they make all those DLCs available for everybody. So it's nuts.
I would buy them if they gave them all at because they've done it. I've seen the sales before where they would have the last one right before they release the new expansion, they will have like you can get all of them for like $40. I would do something like
That's
that.
not bad.
No, hell no, because they're like 40, 60, like Morrowind was 60. Like, 'cause that was like a huge, that was like more like an expansion, like a huge one.
Yeah.
Go hear Mario on the StreamYard.
Ponte is asking. I didn't watch it either. He's asking. I didn't watch the Forza thing today. Did they give any hints? I know for sure they didn't give out a date yesterday. Yeah, it caused a lot of people to freak out yesterday, and including realist right here. He's the one that got upset. Also, he said he gave it an F
Yeah.
for failure for not giving a date.
I was gonna give them another day, right? Because
Yeah.
they have the Forza monthly, so I was like, all right, let's see. But I haven't made it home yet. And I was just on Twitter sitting in traffic because somebody decided to run into the railing. But
Oh, of course.
oh
And
yeah,
where was this at? Well, like whereabouts?
on 10, like no 610, right after you get off of the ship channel,
Oh,
like right before, right before, right at the I-10 exit off of 610.
yeah. Yeah.
And you know how it is, bro. And there was only one lane.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no, we get that all the
So
time here.
I've had a chance to look at it much. I was on Twitter while traffic wasn't moving. I didn't see anybody, you know, hype up a date. So I doubt they gave us a date. So therefore, it's back to being an L on that. You know, because it's like don't keep showing us games, especially games that you said were going to come in the next 12 months.
Yeah.
You know, and like give us a date. You know, you're gonna keep showing us, getting us
Well,
excited,
yeah. What was the
and
point of
never
the
give
whole
us a date.
12 month roadmap, right?
Yeah, I mean because I didn't think Starfield was gonna make it, but they did it. You know, they're hitting us with that Jim Ryan right now, like dangling that carrot in front of us. Starfield, Starfield,
Yeah.
and we keep like, come on. But I think it makes more sense to put it in November, October, because there's no competition there, and it's got plenty of room. There's so much of a log jam this first 6 months. I
It
kind of
is.
don't knock some games being pushed around, but just let us know because if they do what they did last year and say like a week before the show, Starfield was delayed,
Yeah.
that's gonna be bittersweet because the whole show people are gonna be thinking about Starfield,
But
and then
how
they
much
lose
more can they
credibility.
push? Though that's the thing. Because if they're gonna push
What do you mean
stuff,
push?
like if they push games, delay games for later, then it's gonna cause those games that were supposed to come out at that time get pushed into 2024. And it's gonna be a whole domino effect that's gonna just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And all
Nah,
these dates that were out there, if they are any, means nothing because everything's getting pushed.
when it comes to just Microsoft, I don't think that it matters because that just gives them more fuel for the machine going forward. Because you got to
Yeah.
remember, they started out a service with, like I said before, 5 steady releases, right? Or
Yeah.
5 studios releasing things consistently, but 3 of them were the same game.
Yeah.
So that gives all of these other studios that were newly acquired more time. Because if they can get some of these games like your Atomic Hearts, your Lies of P, and Wolong, those are hitting the service. People still get to play those. The more time they get, the better. There'll be no more
Yeah.
breaks. The further it waits, the better it is for Game Pass, for the service and the subscribers. So as long as
Ponte
it's
is asking you who's the master.
show enough,
Show enough.
who's the baddest low bro showdown Motown?
There
Show
you go.
enough.
He
Who's the
knows.
prettiest? I ain't gonna do that. Yo,
Oh.
that's my movie, man. You know, that was the first movie because I showed my boy um, Indiana Jones,
Hmm.
Star Wars,
Yeah.
and the one that broke my heart the most was Goonies.
Oh, he didn't like it.
He said, "Daddy, that was trash." No, he didn't. He said it was all right. I said, "All right." What
Did
do
you
you mean it
slap
was
him?
all right?
Did you
It was
slap the cap
okay.
off of him?
Nah, you know, like there were some things that my daddy thought were cool, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Man, get that out of here, old man." And so it's like history repeating itself.
Yeah. And see,
Because back, huh?
I don't get I don't have that experience because my parents are from Mexico. So, and I'm born here. So anything I'm experiencing is by my own self. So even if I watched a show or a movie that was during my parents' time,
Yeah.
it's my own experience, and me is like, wow, that movie's awesome, right? And it turns out to be like some 1960 movie or
Yeah,
70 or 80, you know?
bro. Yeah, like okay, in North Carolina, my daddy was cheap.
Hmm.
We did not have cable, and
Yeah.
it seemed like every weekend the Goonies was on, and
Yeah.
every
Well, it's
time it
still,
was on,
yeah.
I watched it.
Yeah.
I loved the Goonies. I thought the whole because being in the country, we used to go on our own adventures. We'd go walk the whole bayou. We dragged home a loggerhead. That's what they call them here, but like an alligator snapping turtle,
Hmm.
probably like 3 feet long, without counting the tail. A head about as big as a Rottweiler, snapping the whole way down the street.
But
We
watch
would
out,
do
chop that
things like
finger
that.
off, right?
Oh, chop it! Yeah, it'll yeah.
Yep.
Heck yeah, we'd put sticks in front of it and it'll break the sticks. Yeah, and then we had our poor dog Duke. We could have gotten Duke killed. Like my stepmom was like, "Y'all got to take that turtle back where y'all got it," because Duke kept sniffing around his face,
Yeah.
but he never got bit. So yeah, we used to do all kinds of stuff. We used to cross bayous across the
Oh yeah.
logs. We would do all kind of stuff like that.
Oh, I used to go in
Try.
the storm drain.
Oh, I did that when I was really
We
young.
we in my neighborhood we had a bayou, pretty much a bayou or kind of like a
Was
bayou,
the
pretty
kind
much a
where it's like
small
a
one.
concrete tunnel?
No, I mean yeah, it was a concrete tunnel, but like the embankment and all that, it's all natural. It's all like a bayou, and it was all the purpose there was for the flooding. But when it wasn't flooding, there's a big concrete tube thing there that just goes underneath the neighborhood, and we would go in
Yes.
there.
That's what I was saying. The
Yeah,
concrete tunnel. We
yeah.
did that. We did that too. Now, when I came to Texas, bro, we were swimming in ditches in the
Oh
floods.
yeah. Oh, I was too, man. I was in those ditches when you're not supposed to.
So, and then you think, all right, as a kid, you're imaginative, and you see a movie like Goonies, and you can imagine that there's really a treasure, like all these treasure movies, and there's really a treasure to go find.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I lived on the coast, because we were a military kid. So the coast was right there. I can imagine all this. And yeah, my boy said that's garbage. Get that out of here, Daddy. He said no, no, no.
It's too funny. Um. So before we get back into the whole show yesterday, what have you been playing?
Uh, man, I could pull that up real easy, but I can tell you, man, lately, bro, because what's the name of that game? Super Mega Baseball, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh man, that's buns, right? And because it hit Game Pass, and I was like, let me try it. So I tried it, and I bought it on everything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I got Super, and I'm contacting EA because they bought the company that made that game.
Oh,
So I'm
really?
like, yeah, because right now I really even though it looks cartoony, it's still simulation.
Yeah.
It's like it's all about the difficulty level.
Yep.
But just I've been playing Bravely Default. I think I mentioned that yesterday. Bravely Default 2.
Yep.
Uh, I'm not gonna count some of these. I got back into Tell Me Why.
Oh
Beat
yeah. Yeah.
beat that the game of the year that got robbed.
What,
Uh,
Forza
nah, nah, nah,
Horizon?
nah, nah, nah. God of War Ragnarok.
Oh, that one.
High
Oh,
on
you beat it?
Life. Yeah, High on Life. So yeah, those are the games, and I mean those are the last few games that I played. Ragnarok was done on the third, and then Crystar. That's another. I'm trying to get into JRPGs, right? Because
All that
I, st- I
reading,
s-
all that text reading.
well, these are not like that, right? These are like, well, Bravely Default is
Yeah.
Bravely Default, but it puts me to sleep. But that doesn't make it bad. It's just sleep inducing for me. You know what I mean? Because it's seriously, because I mean, it Yo, for real, the story is okay. I mean, for me, the best story, but even it puts me to sleep.
Yeah,
Persona 5,
yeah.
like that. That's like, to me, that's so far with my limited experience. That's like the best JRPG where you don't do anything but click dialogue boxes and things like that. That one,
Yeah.
but yeah, man. So far, man, my work has been being put into Super Mega Baseball, and I've been playing a lot of shoot 'em ups. They had a big shoot 'em up sale. Uh, I don't know if it's still going on, but like there's so many of those shoot 'em ups that they have for sale, like $1, 1.99, and they got some new ones that are on sale for like $5. I'm like, all right, let me go and get them. Spend like $30 and got six.
Yeah, I gave up on Persona. That was just too much reading.
But the story is compelling, though,
It
right?
is. It is. But the characters are awesome. I like the character. That coach is funny.
Yep,
He's such a jerk, but
yep. And
it's funny the way he just comes out in an alternate universe too,
well,
and the powers and the battles. It's all fun and games. I like it. It's the text reading that just did it for me. Like I can't do it.
and the music when they rip off the little mask and they all
Yes, it's
find their new
awesome.
power. Yeah,
Yeah. No,
but
all that I
it's
get.
still sleep inducing.
It's yeah, it is. It is for me. I can't. If I wanted to read, I get a book. You know.
Right, and that's what I said. Right, I've been called a silly bot this whole time. Right,
Yeah.
I'm like because I've always known I've known since the NES that I don't really care for those types of games. Run magic item, I don't like that. I like
Yeah.
to play my games, but so many people that I'm coming across on Twitter and they're like, "Oh, I can't wait!" And then every game that skips Xbox, they start a little Twitter petition and they
Uh,
start petitioning Square to bring it. And I'm like, okay, let me try these games because it's
yeah.
like so many people. It's not so many. It's the very, 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 very loud minority.
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
But what have you been playing?
I'm still playing Dying Light 2, which is awesome. It's awesome. And like I told you the
Oh,
other
we
day,
gotta
I'm
play
I'm
that.
and,
Like,
I'm gunning for those inhibitor thingies, right? Those things
well,
so I can crank up.
I, I'm,
And right now I'm powering up my stamina like crazy because I can survive.
bro, I'm
That's not a
off.
problem.
I'm off. I'm off the
Huh?
rest of the week. I'm down, bro.
Oh,
I'm
all
down.
right.
I'm off the rest of the week
Cool. Yeah,
because
I'll let you
because
know.
like legal wanted to power run it,
Oh yeah,
and
that's what
so
he told me.
and so we
Me
did.
he told me it's like, man, I can't play with realist man because he wants to do all these side missions. We spent like 3 hours the whole day or something like that. And all we did was side missions. I was like, that's what you do though, you know?
When it wasn't the side missions, right? I've never played with anybody like that. I've never had anybody that just want to power through a game.
He wants to power through
So
them, yeah.
like, yeah, like so we no, it wasn't 3 hours, bro. It was 10. So so we we beat the whole main story in 10 hours. But
Oh,
like,
you guys actually finished it?
yeah, I had to run him through because that's what he wanted to do on Twitch. He wanted to get through all the cutscenes and missions, but like he wouldn't have been able to do that without me because the way the game is structured, there's
Yeah.
certain things that you can't even like certain areas you can't even reach if you don't
Yeah, you
level
can't
up
reach
your
because you don't have enough
parkour.
stamina or you can't do anything. Yeah.
Right, like your parachute, your stamina will run out. Like there's certain things.
Yeah.
But
That's why I'm powering up my stamina. Like I'm trying to max it out first before I do the health because the health I have no problem surviving. I have no problem running away from a problem. The problem is trying to reach high places and let him last because he gets tired quick, you know?
yep, and you got to get your plants or whatever you need to. What is it? Is it potion? I can't remember. It's been a minute that you need that you can take it just to keep your stamina going until you run out
Oh
of
yeah, yeah.
those.
Yeah.
But like if you cheese it that way, you probably can get by some things. But other than Dying Light, what else have you been playing?
Ghost Signal still, which is that Metroid game I was telling you about.
Uh huh.
And today I played a little bit more during lunchtime, and now I got this like double jump ability, which makes it easier to get around now. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I like it. I mean, it's an actual mirror of Metroid because
What's the name of that game?
you defeat a boss, and you get a power. You know, you get some new ability for
Oh,
for your
like
character.
Mega Man.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
What
And
you say the
then
name of that game was again?
Ghost Signal. Oh, Ghost Song. Sorry, Ghost Song.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Ghost Song. So that one I'm pretty
Yeah,
hooked
because
on it.
Ghost
And now
Signal
it's
didn't ring a bell, but I know
no,
the
yeah,
game you're
yeah.
talking about.
I had that written down like that. I was like, why am I saying Signal? It's like, no, it's Song. Um,
Because you were playing
Also,
Signalis, right?
Signalis I finished. Yeah, that
Yeah,
one's
but you
done.
were playing it though. That's what I'm
Yep,
saying.
yep. Another one I picked up, and it's only because it was given to me for Christmas. Was my dad gave me Modern Warfare 2. Right. I'm not willing to spend money on that because I gave up on Call of Duty years ago, but I put it down as a Christmas list that like one of my wants if my dad wanted to buy it because he doesn't know what I want. He's like, just make me a list of what you want. I'll get you whatever. So he bought me Modern Warfare 2, and I finally popped it in. What was it, last week or so? A week ago? 2 weeks ago? Dude, it's fun. Not that I'm a big fan now, but I think they won me back a little bit because I started playing Shipment 24/7, and dude, I'm just like, it's so much fun. It's crazy fun.
Yeah,
So, so I don't know if you're back into Modern Warfare or any shooters.
I would not play that unless it hit Game Pass. Like, because the thing about those games, they're like sports games. You want to be
Yeah,
there when they release.
yeah,
You know,
and
like
that's why I gave up on those because it's just like they're just like sports games. You
yeah,
know?
like when you if you get them when they hit 19 and $30, everybody else is already getting ready to move on.
Yeah.
So that's and man, I buy too many games to really get into multiplayer the way I used to be.
Yep.
You get into multiplayer games, you're not gonna have time to play anything else. Especially
No.
if you don't want to get busted in the head, you want to start winning. You're gonna practice. You're gonna learn the maps. You're gonna be going into your little training sessions, all that. And
Oh
I
wait.
don't know. I don't know. Halo is Halo. I'll always be down for a game of Halo.
Yeah, that too. That's a good
And
one.
since you play 42, I would play 42 or
42.
2042.
Oh yeah, 2042. Yeah, yeah. I play. I like that one. I do like it because
Yeah,
this
I know
about the
you like
maps
it.
and the vehicles are
Man,
fun.
it's just so big. I remember when they
It
had the little
is.
10-hour thing, man. I got shot and I had to run like 5 minutes before I found somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
And it,
It does suck when you get stranded out there in the middle of nowhere. You're like, "Ah, the battle's way on the other side." So,
but yeah, so and
but it,
and
go ahead.
and I was just gonna say about Dying Light. I haven't touched the DLC yet though.
Oh, I don't.
They came out with that expansion. I
I don't
bought
think
the
I got it.
$99 version.
Oh, that's why.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I get it. But I haven't. It's like when I beat these games and the DLC comes out months later, I moved on.
I
You know,
always
because
go
like
back. I always when I catch them on sale, I get them, and then I'll eventually go back to them, and then I get hooked again just because like, okay, this is so good now.
yeah, because Valhalla is another one that I never went back to, but there is the river
But that's a
raids that I
big game, though. That is huge.
yeah, but my son like now that's Assassin's Creed is his favorite game,
Yeah.
so like I get my money out of him because I even bought the Ragnarok one and he beat that in like a week and he still plays it.
Jeez. Does he run through it just the main missions too?
No, 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 like he just likes it.
Yeah.
I think he hopes that another god will come for him to fight. Like he's real big into the mythology portion of it. Like this
Right.
dude, like that's the only reason why he's like he wants to play like God of War, Assassin's Creed,
Hmm.
Immortals, is because he's big into mythology.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did he play Immortals?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
No, that's a
Any game that I introduce him to or let him know is out there, he's down because I was big into it, but I didn't start learning mythology until high school.
yeah,
I mean, you heard about certain things or certain
a
authors,
popular
you
thing
know,
like
like
Hercules,
Homer and
Zeus.
things like that, and Beowulf. You hear about these things, but you don't actually start reading them until you get to like high school, college type stuff. But
Yeah.
well, I didn't.
Yeah. um, I saw this new game that just popped up today. It was on Xbox Wire. It's by a new studio called Ember Studio. It's supposed to come out in spring of 23 of this year. It's their first project, and is this one called Strayed Lights?
Isn't Ember the same one who made Kenna?
No, I try to find what they previously made, but this is their first project.
You know the name of the studio that made Kenna?
Which one?
Kena,
Oh,
however you want to say
Kina.
it.
No, I don't. No, I don't know.
I mean, the kids in the game say Kena, so I say Kena, but I heard people
Yeah,
say Kana and Kena and all kinds of, what is it, Kana? So it's like, whatever,
I don't know if you can see this, but I got the gameplay showing up, and this is strayed lights. It's coming out on everything, all
bro.
the platforms.
Is it just called Straight Light? I mean, I'm sorry.
Straight.
You sure? You sure it's not the same people who made Kena?
Because I
Oh,
looked
is
them
it?
up, and that's the only project or the only game they're doing, and that's the only game
Is
they
you said it's
have.
just called? You said it's just called Ember?
The studio's called Ember.
Okay, because the ones who make Kena are Ember Lab.
Yeah, no. This is just Embers, and that's it. And this one looks
Let me.
pretty interesting because it's like,
You got it up.
yeah, I got it. Let me play it again. It's Embers presents Straight Lights. Looks pretty awesome. I mean, to me, kind of like the style, the way it looks. It's not a side scroller, but dude, it's gonna be up there. Like for me, it looks like it's something like along the lines of Ori. Like
Mm,
people are gonna get sucked into it like Ori
yeah, I see,
because you
bro.
got that little person, your character, and then you got a big monster you're battling. Now they're showing just one, but who knows what the rest of the game is gonna look like? There's a big old spider coming in. See?
Ori is one of a kind.
Yes, it's one of a kind. And this one, I kind of see. I get the Ori vibe out of this one
Hmm.
because of the colors it's using, the neon, the vast world, the animation, the way it looks like, and then you got the battle between your little character with the big monster. So this one just came out, like it got
Oh,
released
it
or
came out.
came out, not came out.
Straight
I
Light.
mean,
Yeah,
to
spring
show.
23.
Yeah, it's gonna come out later this year.
And can I answer Purdy real quick?
Hmm?
Punty. Let
Punty?
me answer Punty. Oh yeah, because all right, now I didn't like the first set of Assassin's Creed games. Like,
No.
now they were okay, but I was playing games that I thought were better. So when I got my new Xbox, well, my wife got it for Christmas, and it came with all the Assassin's Creed games: Black Flag, Unity, Syndicate.
Yeah.
And I didn't like how on rails it was. Like, you can only do certain things at certain times, and I was like, I'd rather play something else. And I'd rather play Destiny at that time. So
Yeah.
I'd given up on Assassin's Creed. But when Odyssey came out, the game looked so good. My son wanted it. My son
Odyssey
asked me
was
for it.
good. Yeah.
I got it. I got it. It was on sale because I got him a Series S for Christmas.
Right.
No. He has a VCR at that time. So I got Odyssey. And then he was like, Daddy, did you know there was another Assassin's Creed game? I said, yeah. He was like, can I have
There's
it?
a bunch of them.
I said, give me about 2 weeks. If it doesn't go on sale in 2 weeks, then I'll buy it.
Yeah.
And then like a week later, it went on sale with all the DLC. So I got it for him. He played Origins real tough, but at that time, like, I wasn't interested in Assassin's Creed, but I played Odyssey. Like, I got 24 days in Odyssey, and then
Yeah.
I got Valhalla day one. So right now I'm playing Origins
I still I
in
still prefer
between
the
time.
first three. I still
A
prefer
lot of
the
people,
first.
a lot of people say that, but it's like, man, it's kind of hard to go back. A lot of people say it still ages well, but
Well, it's
yeah, I haven't
mainly
played
because
them
of
all.
Desmond, and I think it had more of a bigger story with the first three with the Desmond arc
Mhm.
than what these new ones are all about. You know?
Yeah, because I got like 65 hours in that game
Yeah.
in Origins.
Because when you play the first one and they leave it that there's going to be a sequel, you're like, oh man, it's like I can't wait to continue the story with Desmond. Then you get the second one and you finish that, and you know it's gonna be a third one. Like, oh man, then they tell you it's the last one, right? Or maybe they didn't tell you. They just kind of like, once you get to the end, you know it was the last one for Desmond, and that's just like, oh, that was awesome. And then after that, it's like they made reference to Desmond, but it wasn't anything important. It's just like, hey, yeah, we know about this Desmond guy where it all started, but that's how far it went with the
So
next set of a Season's Creed.
so Assassin's Creed. So
Assassin's Creed.
are you with the you butchered it. But look, so are you one of those guys that likes the old formula better?
uh, no, I mean I like the new formula, but I like the story the three brought. Yeah.
Uh,
Now, if
Because
if they would just get rid of the whole animus crap, I think I'll be more happy.
a lot of people say that, but that's their hook, right? That's their whole reason for being able to be at that point in history.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I would prefer that it be a cutscene, like when
Yeah, I don't want to play the
bring up the
girl and like
animal
she's
stuff.
walking around and like no.
Yeah, when they bring up the animal stuff, I prefer it just be a cutscene. I don't really care about the computers or the messages in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
don't care either.
yeah, that is it's and then it always comes at like a cool point in the game,
Yes, it does.
right? I remember I found this. What is it in Odyssey? The Spear of Destiny or whatever they call it.
Hmm.
No, my man from 300, Leonidas.
Uh-oh. You just robot out. Maybe you went to a dead zone. But to continue on,
I
yes.
made it home
There
and the
you
Wi-Fi connected. I thought I
Oh, is that what it
lost.
was? Yeah, I got you.
But y'all go ahead.
Oh,
We go on to the next thing. I was just responding, and then we go off on a tangent. You know how I do. Don't let me
yeah,
do
I
it.
know I know how you do, but no, yeah, I still prefer the first three. And it's just because of the story, the way it just kind of spread out between the three games, with Desmond being like the main character of everything, and there was a purpose and a reason from the beginning all the way through the end of the third one. And then I was like, oh, that's awesome. It was a great, a trilogy. It was great. Then they started bringing out these other spin-offs, and I'm like, I was like, I wish they would extend it. But I know Desmond, the story ended right there, but it's like kind of spoiled with the first three. But I've enjoyed the other ones. Like Odyssey was awesome. Valhalla is amazing. Rogue, have you played Rogue?
Assassin's Creed?
Yes.
No.
That one was unexpectedly good. Like I bought it on a 360 one. I think it was on sale. And I bought it. And it turned out to be way better than I thought it would. I wasn't even expecting anything. It's like, oh, it's just another Assassin's Creed game. And it turned out to be like way awesome.
But like I said, I own them. Hey, son, what do you know about Assassin's Creed Rogue? Did you play it? Okay. All right. They're quizzing me, and I told them that's your joint. But yeah, so like, he's the one who got me back into it because I had given up.
No, go ahead
And
and try. If you have Rogue, try it out. It's good.
I like the new formula, bro. Um, my son, he's hyped for Mirage,
Yeah.
but
I
I'm
need
old and
one
f-
based in Mexico.
I'm old and fat, man. Let me catch my breath. I ran up the stairs. But
I need an
but
Assassin's Creed based in Mexico, and I want Pancho Villa to be like the assassin.
you know what? That
or,
that
or
would that
Santa
would
Anna.
Santa Anna, Zorro. You know what I'm saying? Like all that could fly, man. They just have to do it.
They just got to do it, man. I
I
mean, there's only
love the
like
new formula, bro.
a
I just
small
I
handful of Mexican games is like, okay, we're not, my people's not getting represented here, and I'm getting upset. I think I'm gonna have to go strike, protest, march, make signs. I don't know.
I'll be there. But y'all got Dora.
Got a Dora game?
Yeah, Eduardo Nahara is in NBA 2K.
Es delicioso. Buenos dias, amigos.
Feliz
That is hello, my
cumpleaños.
friends.
Right? So I don't know. With Assassin's Creed, so are you more excited for Red or Mirage?
What, Redfall or Mirage?
No. Assassin's Creed Red and Assassin's Creed Mirage.
I didn't know those are red.
Red is the one based in China.
They already did a China one though.
That was like some little like phone game.
It's a side scroller, yes.
Yeah, you can play it on the phone.
But where's Mirage based?
It's like the Basim story, Middle East, but it's gonna be using the old formula.
And then red's gonna be what? Wait,
The new formula.
you said Mirage gonna be based in the Middle East, and red's gonna be what?
The new formula. It's gonna. I think it's China.
I'll do
You're
China.
you're a ninja.
I'll do China.
What is the word for ninja?
Because we had
Shinobi?
like Egypt already.
We had Egypt, we had Greece,
We had Egypt,
and we had Europe.
so I'll take.
So
I'll
what?
take China.
Hey, you know what I want to play? I want to play Assassin's Creed based in the United States.
Boy, we already got that.
What?
We already got that.
What?
I
No.
forgot what.
No, I mean in the States, not in the ocean or nothing like that, where you go kill Custer or something like that.
There is a you get to see. Man, don't mess with me.
Oh,
Like,
Assassin's Creed Alamo.
Texas. Yeah, Alamo. Yeah.
But revisionist history.
With Davy Crockett and Sam Houston and Stephen F. Austin and all them. Yeah.
Yeah, but this time Mexico gets to keep Tejas.
Yeah. Let's see. Punty says Mexico would be sick. I've been to Puebla. It's nice up there. He's like, he went up there and acted like he was an assassin. To Puebla. So okay. So they announced 2 games then. And what, in the next 6 years? They're gonna do it one every 3 years?
I think it's more than that.
Because
I
they
think
ain't
it's-
back. As
I think
massive
they
as
said
those
it's
games
like-
are, they're not back to
Didn't
back.
they say there were 11 titles or something like that?
Dude, I don't know. They made so many already. I lost track where they're at. And then you got those small spin-offs that was mobile. Not mobile, but they were mobile. You had the
Oh, yeah.
you had the
And-
India one, which was that side scroller. You had the China one that was side scroller, and then Russia was a side scroller.
And
If
then
they do
they're
a
talking
full-blown Russia one, would be nice.
I mean, what happens in Russia that's interesting for an assassin game? Then kill.
Oh, yeah, the Bolsheviks, whatever they're called. That faction, Leningrad, I mean, everything, dude. Stalin.
That's what I was thinking. You know, go do that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And then they might start a war over that.
But yeah, they need one for Mexico. They really do. The only game they gave love to Mexico was Forza Horizon. That's it. Hola, amigo.
And
Welcome
what's
to
wrong
the
with that, man?
festival.
They have real Mexicans doing the voices, man. At least they didn't get a white boy to come act like he was speaking in
Hola,
Espanol.
amigos. Bienvenidos.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You know how they do.
I know how they do it, man. Like
You know, they think they
whitewash it.
could do it all. You know, so they'll.
How about Assassin's Creed Canada? I mean, why is Canada not getting any love?
What happened there? Like what? Seriously, what happened there?
There's so many possibilities that we're not getting on this side of the world, you know? On the West.
Now, when Master Chief comes to Earth, they should do it in Canada.
They do. What, land in
You
Mexico?
remember? No.
He wants
Canada.
some burritos, man, and some tacos.
Now you remember? Remember that demo?
What?
That slip space demo where they had the elk looking animals and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's Canada.
Well, we'll see.
That's Canada.
I'll have to talk to Aaron Greenberg and see what he says.
I'm gonna swap over. I don't
You know,
like my
he'll-
headset. It's like
You know,
can
he'll
hear all my
make things
breaths.
happen. Aaron will make things happen. I'll be like, yo, Aaron, can we have Halo Master Chief land in Canada or Mexico? Please bring him home. Punty's giving us the the weather report here. He said, "We got 4 feet of snow yesterday up here in Canada. We can't leave our homes right now. Even the buses have stopped." Dude, get your sled out, get your four Huskies, and get out there. Dude, you guys have options, man. I don't know why you guys don't use it. You know, you got your skis, put them on and just slide on through. You got your bobsleds. You know, you got your big tennis racket shoes. Put them out, put them on, and
They
get
do
out there, man.
they do it every year. It's not like here where like when it gets cold and the roads get icy, they don't know what to do.
Oh, dude, yesterday was Wednesday. My son has badminton after class, after school, and they canceled it because it was going to get cold. Oops. Looks like he got dropped for a second there.
No, I swapped over because I'm home.
Oh, there you go. Sounds really good.
Yeah, because I'm home now,
Even
right?
sounded when you read that.
So
Hey,
it's
no
like, man,
problem.
let me get off of this crap because it's like I'm
You sound
looking at
good.
I know because I got a nice mic at home. I mean, it's not hovering, like yours. I don't have a magic mic like you.
Oh, I got this boom mic and everything. It's about
Yeah,
to
you got
tilt
the
over
you
and
got the
fall
little
over.
what do you
I
call
got
it? The
my
little isolator thing where
I got I got the shock absorber because I was having problems before without that. It actually works, man.
no,
It's like these little rubber bands really work like they're supposed to.
yeah. I mean,
And
I have one.
I'll hit this thing and nobody hears the thumping I do.
I mean, I have one, but like you're on camera and all that, and I have a pop filter that I don't even put around here either.
So here's not an old game, but a game that should have got some love, that should have got some more content because there was so much potential in this one. And for some reason, it's been popping up on my timeline lately. And it's good old Anthem. Remember that game?
Absolutely.
Dude, I loved this game when it came out. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was great. This is something I could have, like the way people play Destiny, I could have played this one. That's how much dedication I would have put in this game. And at the time when the first content came out, like the base game, it was great until people start getting bored with it and no content. And then they just completely dropped it. But somehow people are like rediscovering this. They're like, it's like, dude, Anthem is awesome. It's like, yeah, it is. But nobody gave it the attention and love that it needed back then. I think this is 2018, 2019.
But you know how, like, with people, right? If the sentiment, it just takes one person with some influence to say, "Oh, this is horrible," and then everybody else starts to parrot.
Yeah.
So now everybody's forgotten how bad everybody else said it was. Maybe now people will actually play the game. I got a cousin. He's got over 1,000 hours. I've played with him a little bit. Yeah, man. And I was like, man, everybody says the game is bad. He was like, I don't care what everybody says. And he was like, you want to play or not? So I've had the game for a while, played a little bit with him. But I think yesterday I talked about how, like, when you play with somebody that's so far ahead, it's like not fun for you and not fun for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like my brother-in-law. He's like a level whatever, like way up there in Division. And he brings me into the dark zone with him. He's like,
yeah.
And bro, I'm grinding. I'm shooting this guy. And so I'm not much help. So the game is getting harder for him too. So he can't kill the guy. It's nothing but like bullet sponge bosses in that game.
Yeah.
And so I finally get hit and I said, dude, I quit. Either you come play with me on my game, or you can go play with your friends. And I dropped Division after that. Because it's another multiplayer game that's a grind fest,
It is. It is a grind fest.
But Anthem showed a lot of what the studio is capable of, right? Because they're taking that same engine and making Iron Man. Am I correct? And I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and that's my problem with a lot of these gamers. It's like when a studio or publisher brings something new to the table, we don't give it the chance that it deserves, right?
Yeah.
When they take the chance to bring something and then they repackage it, but give it a name, oh, it's great now.
Oh yeah, that's always the case.
That could have been Iron Man and Anthem, and people would have been like, "Oh, that's great."
Yeah, and the funny thing, people when they were customizing their suit to the Iron Man, I think I made one of mine Iron Man colors because it was popular. I mean, it was Iron Man with these type of suits here.
Even on Halo.
Yeah, and well, Halo too. Yeah, you see that too. But I mean, you got these guys that fly around. You got the Ranger that looks like Iron Man, and he has little missiles that come out like Iron Man. I mean, it was just an amazing game. I thought it was an amazing game. Has so much potential.
Did you beat it? Did you play it that deep?
Yeah, I beat it. But then just like everybody else is like, all right, where's the content? When they finally said we're not going to do anything with it anymore, they're like, oh, hell, what is it for then now?
You put in work. Okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
Like other than my cousin, you're the and his brother, y'all the only guys that say that they really put in work in that game.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. I mean, I liked it, and I'm sure a lot of people did, and we're disappointed that they dropped support for this game, and somehow people start picking it up, like, dude, this game is amazing. It's like, yeah, it is. It's just nobody at the time wanted to give the love that it deserved. It was fun. It was different. It was a 4-player co-op. The suits were unique because they all had their abilities and capabilities. I started off as the tank one, the big slump, like the lumberjacked one, like the big one, the fat one, because he's the fat guy, and like, all right, I'll play with him as a tank because he could take a beating. But then I kind of graduated to the Ranger. I'm like, dude, I love this Ranger one, man. He's kind of like balanced all over,
So are they bringing it back, or just people are starting to play it now?
People are starting to play it. Yeah.
Because I know the PC community was doing some work on the game too.
Yeah, no, people are just playing it. I was like, dude, what's up with this Anthem game? It's like, really? You just caught on to this? It was a long time ago.
But another thing is, man, these studios just need time.
Yeah.
Because if you look at like Cyberpunk, the game, and then they got this new DLC coming, and it's gonna just take it to an entirely different level. Cyberpunk's been out for 2 years, right?
Yeah,
it's been out as long as the consoles have been out, right?
Yep.
So then this new DLC is going to be next gen only. I can only imagine how.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's gonna. They say it's the. And I just read an article about how it's the biggest and most expensive DLC project.
They say this about everything though these days.
I don't know, man. I believe them. I mean, because when it comes to CDPR, they are the ones who have made the biggest, most expansive, and
well, yeah, because they only release a game like every 5 or 6 years. No. It has to be that
DLC.
Oh, DLC. Yeah.
Blood and Wine and Hearts of Stone. That was like a game. Those are games.
Yeah, not just DLC. They're actually, I mean, they're DLCs, but it's a game in itself, right?
Right.
Yep.
So that's what I mean. So when they say something is big as far as DLC is concerned, I won't just take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I wish they would have taken care of this. They would have supported it. Oh yeah, going back to the next gen thing. No, yeah, that surprised me because I know it's on both consoles or both generations. And I guess my question would be, why would you fracture your fan base like that? It's like, that's going to be only next gen. That means everybody else before the series and the PS5, you guys are left behind. Too bad. So sad. Get yourself a new console.
Right. But it's about that time.
It is. And I've been saying that too. It's like they need to start cutting those people, like the one and the PS4 off already. But I wouldn't think a DLC would be included just because, like, okay, they're both on the game is on both consoles. You got to treat both of them equally, at least for now, until the new, let's just say, Cyberpunk 2 comes out. It'd be next gen only.
So, do you think that this 10-year Halo project is going to be on Xbox One? No, they're going to cut Xbox One off. At some point, you got to take the Pampers off with the training wheels, is what they say, right?
Yeah, they do. They do. And I've been saying it after 1 year. I'm like, okay, they need to cut off. If the old gen is truly, I've never believed that when people say, well, last gen is holding back the new gen, I can't believe that because you can optimize it separately.
You can. But if these developers have not shown us anything else, they've shown us that optimization is not their strong suit.
Yeah.
So like, if you notice, correct me if I'm wrong, Cyberpunk didn't have a gold or platinum edition where you get season passes and things like that, right?
No.
Right. So I think they might have came to that like, okay, these versions suck. We're gonna get our backs blown out about this. So let's just not commit to DLC from this. Let them try it, and then maybe this will sell next gen consoles for the platform holders.
Yeah.
Because they so if that's true, they never promised them DLC. For $60, they got 20, 25 to 30-hour game with multiple endings, and they should be happy. That should hold them over until they can get their hands on a Series S. Because if money's the issue, Series S is the way to go.
Yeah, Series S is the way to go. Especially when you still can't find the X. I haven't seen it. I've seen plenty of S's.
Well, I did, and then I went to Target the other day, and I didn't see any consoles, no Switches, no S's, no X's, nothing.
I haven't seen one PS5 in the wild, and it was at GameStop. When I picked up, not the Quarry, it was another one, another game that I picked up, and I had to go like to Plano to pick it up. It was like 20 minutes away from where I live because they were the only store that had it. And right behind the counter, and I'm not even joking, there was a PS5 right there, right behind the cashier on the counter, and it says, "Please buy me." And it's like, oh, they have one in stock. But they've been saying that they've been getting units all the time. Every week they have units, and
you got to get there on the weekends, right? And Walmart doesn't put them out.
No, my Walmart has been very weird. They don't stock anything, right? So when you walk into the gaming site, I'll have to do a video they fixed it up, but I should have done a video where if you walk into the Xbox, you got, it's full of Xbox stuff, games and accessories and stuff. Same thing for Nintendo. When you go to PlayStation side, they cleared out the whole cabinet, like not even games or anything. All they have left are the controllers that you can buy, the hard drives, the headset, stuff like that. And that is it. But you want to buy a game? There were, I don't know if they store them in the back or something. Punty's
I think that's just your Walmart, because like here, like you'll see some S's every now and then, and you'll always see Nintendos. But lately, I haven't seen anything on the shelves around here.
Yeah.
I live like 45 north. And so like, so in this area up here, there's nothing. Like I went as far down as Cypress Wood, nothing. But on weekends, that's the time if you needed a console where you can find consoles possibly. Because I've actually bought 3 PlayStations for family members.
Yeah.
Best Buy had 2. I bought those. Got my wife to buy one. I bought one. GameStop, I bought one. It's still sitting right here. Nobody wants it.
Oh, now you're me, huh?
I'll give it to somebody before I take a short on it on principle.
Yeah.
Because like it's just here. My wife complains and says,
"Get rid of it." The box is pretty huge.
It is. I have a Steam Deck here too.
Oh my god, your house full of gadgets.
Dude, Steam makes it hard to like get in contact. I mean, unless I'm just stupid. Like I wanted to return it because
the Steam?
The Steam Deck, yeah. Because my daughter said, "Let me have it," but she don't even game like that. My son said, "I don't want that. I thought it would be a good idea to get it for him for Christmas." Yeah, he said, "I don't want that, man." So he said, "But I have an Xbox." I was like, "Yeah, but you can play this." Okay.
Well, that's still a debate on Twitter. So you got okay. That's like a segue to this guy right here. And this is about the show. Okay, just like who was it? Your son? You said, I got an Xbox. What do I need a Steam Deck for? Right.
Right.
So this guy, and I hope everybody can see it. He rated the show a C because of the lack of acknowledgement of Starfield and no Forza release date. Otherwise, it's kind of what I expected. But they announced that this is the 4 games we're going to focus on, and there was going to be no Starfield
let me download
announcement
that Shadow Drop
because they're going to do their own thing. Well, then, within this thread that I got here, people are like ripping him apart. It's like, they told you that there was no Starfield information. This guy's like saying, well, it would have been nice if they would have given us something. It's like, they told you they're not going to give you any. Anyways, it got to the point where he was saying, I got a PC, and what do I need an Xbox for? They're not giving me a reason to buy an Xbox. I was like, and I always hated that argument because, sure, okay, I get it. You can play everything on PC. Everybody knows that. But not everybody is a PC person. Not everybody wants to play with a keyboard. Not everybody wants to play at a desk. Not everybody wants arthritis that soon. Okay. So having a console, and I hate having to keep saying this, is like, it just simply works out of the box. You plug it in, you set it up, boom, you're in business. Right? Just the way it works. Right? There's no tinkering. There's no specific updates you need to do, like with your drivers, like, oh, is this driver going to work with my video card? Is this driver going to work for my my CPU? Is this going to work? Oh, is my power supply broke? Oh, is it going to burn it out? You don't have these questions with the console. The consoles just work out of the box. You don't have to do anything, right? Or even the setup. All you have to do is scan a QRC or whatever that thing is called, that Q code, and you're good to go.
Yep, it brings up everything. It's even easier.
It made it much easier. And this guy, just like your son says, like, what do I need? What do I need a PC for? That Steam Deck? It's like, I got an Xbox. And it's right. He has what he needs on the Xbox. He doesn't need anything else.
You see that? I'm looking at a guy says they already told you Starfield. Who said that they don't need a PC or whatever? Are you just talking about somebody else?
Yeah, this Mr. Pink guy that's right here.
Mr. Pink says, I noticed already a day for the showcase, but who says that they didn't give me a reason for an Xbox? Anyway, like right off the top, he's an idiot.
Yeah,
and I don't like really name calling people, but if they set the expectation that Starfield was not going to be there, right? You're going to see 4 different games.
Yeah.
Why do you expect to see something that they told you it wouldn't be there?
Exactly.
Now, if they didn't say anything about it, and then they surprised you, that's different. But why would you go into something expecting something that was already promised to not be there?
So here's Games Radar Plus come out with an article that came out yesterday. Headline: Xbox warned everyone it wouldn't show Starfield today, yet Starfield fans are still mad. Oh. They told you. There's no information on Starfield in this show. However, people are still mad because there's no information on a show that they told you there's not going to be any. I don't get it.
I think they are trained to complain. Like, it doesn't matter what Xbox showed, they would have had something that they didn't like about the show, right? Like you said, a lot of those games, a few or only 4, and most of them weren't for you.
Yeah.
But it's for somebody.
It's for somebody.
And how can you rate a show? Okay, you can be like a asshole and be like, oh man, I didn't like any of the games, so it was an F show. No, if they showed you good games, that's how you rate it. Like, if I was into Minecraft, I would be excited. If I was a racing fan, I'd be excited. If I liked vampires and first-person shooters, that looks like a good game. If I liked anime beat games, that would be that's how you have to approach it, like from the mind of a fan of that genre, because like they can show a strategy game and about 90% of people will be like, oh, but there's that 10%. And if you look at that presentation and the effort in that game, you rate it based on that.
Yeah.
Now, out of those games, you already know I like ESO. Redfall, I might even take some days off. Forza, I'm playing it. Like, how can you not play these games when you don't have to pay $70 for them?
Yes.
How can you not give them a shot?
Yeah.
How can you not be mildly excited for these games? That's my issue with a lot of these people. But when it comes to Starfield, man, those dudes, man, they gonna play in traffic. Because there's certain things that I'm just not going to pay attention to.
Well, these are the same idiots that I hate, that they look for leaks. They purposely look for leaks. They put a huge effort, a lot of time and energy, look for leaks, and they're like, oh my god, I can't believe this is what they're going to show, and I hope they whatever, blah blah blah. They have everything ahead of the show. Then they watch the show, and then they get pissed because there's nothing new. They didn't show me anything new. It's like, because you just ruined it for yourself by looking at the leaks. Why'd you do that? Like, I avoid all the leaks. I don't watch anything. I stay away from Twitter and all that for a few days before, like, E3, before an Xbox show, because there's always that one idiot, that will say, oh, Master Chief died, blah, 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 or something like that, which he didn't. I'm just kidding, if you haven't played Halo.
Yeah, but I have a little faith in these leakers, because they're only right maybe like 20-25% of the time.
Yeah.
And a lot of times educated guessing. You and I can do that right now. Everything that I've ever forecasted, it's just a guess. Just right sometimes. And that's what happens with these guys. They've exposed so many so-called insiders. They got they're just waiting for that one thing to get right.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And the one guy who guessed it right, not that he knew he was right at the time, he just happened to guess it, right? He'll come back and like repost that, like, see, I predicted this back in 2020. I told you guys I was right. It's like, dude, that was just a guess that you did. You had no idea. You had no information. You had nothing to base your guess on. And it just happened to hit. Just like anybody would play the lottery. You just happened to hit the numbers,
But anybody, look, this is just dumb, man. I'm trying to, it's like complaining. Okay, it's like Hi-Fi Rush hits. It's not your type of game, but you complain about it.
Yes.
It's like they surprised you with a new game. It's in Game Pass. Just give it a try. You might like it. I think that, like I said, this community is just, and it's not even this community. It's a sect of the community.
Yeah, it is.
And they all do the same thing.
It's all for shock value.
Yeah.
Also.
Yep. That's the perfect term.
Because like today on Twitter, and it's not because I was looking for it. It's just because it's in my timeline. And you got that one guy that starts with the letter J. I think you know who I'm talking about. And it was all day just today hating on everything that happened yesterday. Like, people were tweeting like, look how dumb he looks. And it's just like every hour on the hour he put out something, whether it was scheduled, if it's scheduled, on his side, or he was doing it live, like every hour on the hour, he was putting out something to hate. I'm like, dude, don't you have something to play, like Forspoken?
Dude, they don't play those exclusives. You know it.
Yeah.
If it's not the main ones like God of War, they're just talking. That's why when RIP Optimus Code, that's why in the Pegasus contract, a lot of these guys are in breach. They're supposed to play the games provided by Sony and their third party. They don't.
Yeah.
They just talk about them. And like this guy's on Twitter begging for one more point. Like, come on, dude. You either like it or you don't.
Yeah.
Have you tried it? Or are you going to try it?
What?
Forspoken?
I'm waiting. I'm going to wait.
Bro, did you play the demo?
No.
Okay.
No.
You like
Horizon. Just like Ragnarok. I haven't bought it because I'm going to wait until it hits under $30. I'm not paying $70 for
it. My boy wanted it.
Just like I did with what did I buy? That I gave you the game. I gave it I bought something for like $30 because it was on sale. It's like, all right, the money you gave me for my game, I'll just buy that, Yeah.
And so, but did you like Horizon?
Horizon, yeah, I liked it.
Okay, I don't understand like how people who liked Horizon are complaining about that game. They complain about the dialogue and all this other stuff. Where the dialogue in Horizon is just as bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just as repetitive. You either like it or you don't. It's not a 70, but Horizon is not near 80, not near 90 either, though. I think that both should be rated the same, which is like low 80s.
It was just a continuation of the first one. I mentioned that
Well,
before.
no, I'm talking about Forspoken and Horizon.
Oh,
because at least in Forspoken, there's a parkour element. You got a wide array of spells you can use.
Oh, and you got people complaining about the whole race stuff, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding! Really? You gotta nitpick?
But that's Twitter.
It's like
you already called them bootleg Howard Sterns. So just let them do that.
They said like, oh, it's a black and then a woman, and then she's a what is she? Like she came out of jail or something, I think, or
no, she's a criminal. So let's just say that they made her the boss. Why does the black woman have to run a gang?
We got J-Rock.
What up, J-Rock?
He did a shadow join, man. He just shadow joined us.
I saw him say he'll join in 5 minutes like an hour ago.
Oh, did he?
What's good, guys?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm chilling.
Chilling, kicking back.
What you guys talking about here?
Dropping those facts all day. I've been watching you.
I'm breaking into this little live stream of yours.
That's cool, man. You're always welcome. You're always welcome here. That's why the link's out there for you guys to join in. Nah, we're just talking about how the fans of Forspoken are always complaining about something, and how the fans of Forspoken or any kind of Sony first party are too busy complaining what Xbox put out instead of playing their own type of games, and not supporting them because they're too busy complaining about Xbox.
Right. That's a damn shame.
It is.
Because J-Rock, didn't you play Horizon?
Yep. Forbidden Cheeks.
Yep. Did you play the Forspoken demo?
Yep.
And is it as bad as they say it is? Because listen, I think both games are comparable.
Yeah, I mean it's basic. I mean, listen, man, for $70, I don't think it's worth $70. I think it's $59.99 if that.
I don't think it's a $59.99.
Nah, bro, I'm trying to be kind here because
that's Forspoken is a magazine CD insert.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Listen, the dialogue is horrible.
Is it?
Yeah, it's horrible. It's cringy.
So I should gamefly it then.
The graphics are terrible. The open world is basic as hell.
Okay, so I understand, like the stuff you've put out. I know the reasons why you do it, but in truth, does it really look that bad?
No, it really does look that bad.
It really does.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it looks horrible. I just think it's a Square Enix game.
Yeah.
Like to hear Square say that this is gonna, define next gen, you laugh at it. I would not believe it. It's like Final Fantasy 16 when it comes out. I don't care if it's the AA team. It's still gonna be just another Final Fantasy game. Because I know this team that made Forspoken made 15.
Yeah, and, I get that, but when you put in your trailer in bold letters, specifically made for the PlayStation 5, and then you're like, oh damn, this is what the PlayStation 5 could produce. About to return
it. So I guess the recommendation is maybe get a 1 month trial of GameFly and use it.
Yeah, wait for a good sale. Yeah, wait for a sale.
Yeah. I mean, you can play the demo and determine. There are not very many games I would pay $70 for. Period. That's that.
Facts.
And that's not one of them. Redfall. I don't even know if I wait for a sale on that too. Nah, I wouldn't. It's vampires because I bought that other game day one. Evil West. But like Starfield definitely, because that's like people are gonna be playing that for 15 years.
Yeah, bro, that's the thing with those type of games, man. Those games are like genres unto themselves because they're just movements.
I mean, you can still see people on Twitch or whatever platforms out there, and they're still playing Fallout games.
Yeah, especially on PC. That modding community.
Oh yeah, because of all the mods and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
It's nuts. The nuts of the fan base there is behind these Bethesda games. People still talk about Fallout Vegas. People are like, we want a second. That alone tells you those type of games are popular and they have longevity. Even though I wouldn't say it's a linear because it's an open world game, but it's just an enclosed game that only you get to play, besides like 76 or anything like that. But, those type of Fallout games and Starfield, that's going to have some legs for a long time.
Tech, something crazy? It's like the gaming community is glutton for punishment. For years, they asked for a Fallout New Vegas 2, knowing that it was highly unlikely, knowing that Bethesda basically screwed Obsidian, and that Obsidian created their own games to kill Bethesda games. That's what you got their version of Fallout. Avowed is the Elder Scrolls killer, because they tied all their bonuses, and they made that game in a short period of time, and they tied all their bonuses into Metacritic scores, and it missed it by like a point.
Wow.
So there was not a great relationship, but they're gonna say, oh, Obsidian, because see, it was popular to say that Bethesda was trash, right? Because they were complaining about Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Let Obsidian come in. They were asking for that for years.
Oh yeah.
And even now, was it Fargus said that it's, he would like to, but he's not making any promises. But I'll tell you what, if you do boot up a game and it says Bethesda Softworks in collaboration with Obsidian.
Ooh.
You joking, but I'm serious. I'm like,
but why wouldn't they though? Now they're under the same umbrella.
Because they didn't join to be together. They've released 2, so they have 4 projects going right now.
Yeah.
And Bethesda, it's no secret, they were cash strapped. They're cash strapped, and that's why it takes them 15 years and they resell the same game over and over and over again, because they needed money. That's why they did timed exclusivity on all these games with Sony, because they needed money. So that's why you didn't have the budget for a Fallout. It'll take a long time for them to bring out a new game.
Yeah,
they had to make X amount of dollars on the first project. But now Microsoft, I don't expect 15-year cycles between Elder Scrolls games and 10-year cycles between Fallout games. So could you imagine like 5-year cycles between those 3?
Yeah.
And maybe they could start collaborating, because I'm really excited to see what Outer Worlds 2 is going to bring.
Yeah, Outer Worlds is fun. The first one.
It.
It was good. And it was a good length also. It wasn't just dragged on and on.
Yeah. But see, to me.
But I don't mind Fallout being long like they are, because it's like there's so much to explore too.
When you had those people who are Fallout people who thought that it was going to be Fallout, they were complaining about it being too short, because it took me 30 hours to beat it. And you had people that were saying it was too short. I
thought it was just right. But again, I'm not those dedicated Fallout. I mean, I like Fallout. I'm a fan of Fallout.
I'm talking about Outer Worlds.
Oh, Outer Worlds, yeah.
No, Fallout is long, bro.
Yeah, they are long.
4? Yeah, Fallout 4 is long.
Oh, I do all the side missions. I don't leave anything behind. Yeah,
because you had people saying they beat it in 20 and 22 hours.
Well, they're trying to be the cool kid and be like, I finished it first. Look, guys, I finished it first. I'm like, dude, God, did you even enjoy it?
It's like, what's the point in straight line in an RPG?
I don't know, dude. I never understood that. And the only reason I could come up with is that they want to be the cool kid on the block to be the first. And the funny thing, they're never going to be the first one. They're the first of their group of friends probably, but somebody's always going to be somewhere that has like a early copy, and they're going to finish it first. Hell, you have walkthroughs the first day of a game release.
Mm-hmm.
So
because these guys, they get their previews and then they record it and they release it when they're clear to do so.
Yeah. And so, for one, a kid to come like, when they just run through it all weekend long. Yeah. For what? Enjoy it, man. I don't know. I guess when you're a kid, you have that type of time,
Absolutely. That's why I tell my boy, I was like, yo, son, what do you mean you don't have nothing to play?
Don't you got Game Pass?
I wish that there was something like Game Pass when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, we used to go to not GameStop, Blockbuster,
Yeah.
and
Hollywood Video.
I would get one game, 2 if I was lucky, and if they
If
were
they
bad, you couldn't
had
bring
it.
them back.
Right, if they had them.
No, they always had. Well, you know, at that time I was in the country. Nobody really cared. Those boys were busy playing outside, and my daddy never wanted to buy me the game. I just asked for it.
Can I show the people? Dude, look at what my son just drew. The 7-year-old.
Angler reel.
The anglerfish. Yeah.
The anglerfish, but he has his own spin on it. He did like a bunch of, I don't know, descriptions. It's just good art. I love it.
That'd be a
But it is good though.
Here's a war right there.
Oh, okay. Thank you. He'll go off.
Gears of War fish.
Yeah, that's a Gears of War fish.
Let me tell you this story, man. My older son, when he was in elementary school, they gave him an assignment and they said, I want you to be as creative as possible. Make a scary story. Okay, and illustrate it. All right. So my son can be creative. He can make up stories and he could be artistic when it comes to that. And he did, but we didn't check on it. And even if I did, I would have been like, oh, okay, sounds cool. Right. Well, we get a note the next day saying that it was a bit too much. And I think there were parents there or something. I don't know why parents were there, but there was a parent that saw it and was disturbed to what she saw. So we got sent a notice saying it was too scary, pretty much. And it's like, he only did what you asked. He gave you a scary story. And if it's giving you this kind of reaction, they mean it's did the job. Yeah. And so I had to sit down with him and say, look, tone it down a little bit with the scariness. Tone it down. Don't use words like kill or anything like that, because people are going to lose their shit, like because of everything that goes on in schools right now. He's like, okay, Dad. He took it well. He didn't take it bad. But yeah, it's crazy.
Come on, schools. Let the kids shine.
Let the kids shine, man. He gave you what you asked for, and now it's too much.
Right, you got to nurture those.
This could be your future movie director, like your horror director,
Facts.
Could be your next Wes Craven. Who knows?
Craven. That's right.
But you see this, J-Rock, people are complaining that there was no Starfield information or release date, even though they've been warned for 2 weeks that no Starfield information was going to be said or announced in the direct show that was yesterday. Somehow people are still upset. People are mad, even though they're going to have their own show probably next month, but they're still mad.
I blame Microsoft for this.
Yeah.
Here's why they didn't send out any Braille pamphlets for these people to read.
Because they're obviously blind.
They're obviously blind and can't hear.
And deaf.
Right. So I blame Microsoft. Microsoft is at fault.
Yeah.
Because they told them beforehand exactly what's going to be there.
They shouldn't have told them that, because it didn't change anything. They still expected it.
And then like an hour later, after the initial announcement, they said, and by the way, Starfield's going to have its own show because it's that big. People's like, they're going to be on this show or their own show? Come on now.
Yeah, Ponte, he'll do these type of things. Sometimes he'll freak like he did with this one, but other times he will look at a YouTube video and go along with it. He won't trace it. He'll watch a video, make the same lines identical to what the artist is showing and instructing. He will pause it, do the art. He'll continue with the video. If he missed a part, he'll rewind it to make sure he got it right, make sure all the details are there, and continue on with the artwork. And that's what he does sometimes on his spare time. He watches those kind of videos. It's crazy. It's crazy what he does on his own without even me saying anything or him even asking. It's like, it's like, The only time when he'll ask me is when he needs something spelled out because he doesn't know how to spell the word. And that's it. And I'm like, go ahead, keep at it.
Yeah, but
I can't draw for crap.
Because I stepped away, but I was still listening.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to articulate what the teachers aren't. You all like I think J Rock said this, if I heard correctly, you have to nurture that creative side.
Mm-hmm.
You don't ever want to turn a kid away from their imagination, because what upsets you doesn't necessarily upset the next person.
Right, it might even inspire them. You know?
Facts. Because you have, just like you said, Wes Craven, all these people, Stephen King, people would probably view them as weird or crazy.
Oh, dude, let me tell you this. I don't know if you saw a picture of this because I posted it. He likes playing with Legos all the time. He's always looking for Lego videos where people are creating stuff that's not instructions, and he'll mimic that, right? Well, he did this scene, this kind of explosion scene with these Lego figures. Put the base on there, put a little bit of stacked Legos on there, and then he used some kind of some cotton. I don't know where he even got it from, right? Some cotton, made it look like an explosion. He put the little Lego figures, the people, in it as if they were upside down and getting blown away, right? And I'm looking, and I was like, dude, you just made like a movie scene right now out of Legos. So I took a path to look for it, but I took a picture of it. I was like, dude, that's pretty awesome. He does that on his own.
You might have a future director on your hand.
That's what I told him. And he will do stop motion pictures sometimes. So he doesn't have the right camera. He doesn't have the right camera for it, but he tries at least to do these stop motion videos.
That's
Did
cool.
you show him Pinocchio?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they loved it.
Yep.
Oh, that's the old school one. Or did they make another one like that?
No, the new one by Guillermo.
Guillermo del Toro. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, that's like a variation, right? It's not the original story.
I mean, it's the same story, but it's like interpreted differently. You know, you still get the same results of the original story, but it's told in a different light, which is the Guillermo del Toro kind of style. You know, his style is completely different and weird. That's what I like about it.
Yep, that's why. Who is that? That is The Strain.
Well, dog, have you seen the Labyrinth?
I have not.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Dude, Pan's Labyrinth, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Watch Pan's Labyrinth. It is awesome. Is
that a movie or a show?
It's a movie.
Okay, yeah, that's easy.
It's
catching up on shows is hard.
It's kind of like, what would you say, Jarak? Like I wouldn't say it's a spin on Alice to Wonderland, but you kind of get that vibe of Alice.
Yeah, it kind of is. Like,
yeah.
Alice in Wonderland, but in a maze.
It's good. And it's a Spanish movie. I don't know if because I can understand Spanish. I just watched it in Spanish, but I don't know if they got one dubbed in English. I don't know. But yeah,
Pan or Pan?
Pan Labyrinth.
Pan. Yeah.
Like PAN.
Yeah.
Or Pan's Labyrinth.
I've seen this before. I think it's Pan's Labyrinth, but okay.
It's good. And so
I'm just trying to see what platform it's on now. It looks like I have to buy it. You had to buy your movies, bot. All right. Bro, I got all the streaming platforms, so I hope that it's on one of them. I have all of them except for the Peacock. That's the only one I don't have. So I try to see if at least one of the platforms will let me stream it.
Yeah.
I had to buy.
I got Peacock as well. Because they're like the only one. They're the only ones that have the Gremlins on it.
Is that where you gain your pictures from every time you post something?
Yeah, I love the Gremlins. I watch it every Christmas.
You do?
Yeah, I do. 1 and 2.
I used to. Yeah, you have to buy it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get it though, because y'all said it was good.
No, Pan's Library is good. I watch it. Yeah. I mean, I even got the Blu-ray right here on my shelf. It's that good. Yeah,
digital, baby.
You found it, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see if I can. So I can. It's only on. You can buy it, but you can't stream it on anything. $12.99, so it must be pretty.
I can get it for you.
You
know,
gonna
from other
Blu-ray it?
means.
No, don't worry about it. Because I can make it. I'll buy it. I'll get my income tax.
Any of you know if Atomic Heart is coming out in February for sure? Yes, 21st, right?
All we have is what they told us. That's the date. I'm on my Xbox, right?
It's gone gold, so yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, they did announce that. Was that yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah, February 21st.
And sick. We forgot about Street Fighter yesterday. Going through the list of games that are coming out this year.
Mm-hmm.
We got to July, but we didn't even bring up Street Fighter.
But everything after July was blank. They didn't.
Not July, June.
No.
But Diablo and Street Fighter have June dates.
Yes. And then you got Suicide Squad in May. You got Redfall in May. You got Minecraft Legends in April. You got Crime Boss in March. Jedi in March. Scars Above in February. Atomic Heart February 21st. Hogwarts, not even which date, if it's in May or next month.
It's supposed to be next month. Y'all buying Hogwarts?
No, later.
Oh.
And then you got Deliver Us Mars.
Protesting J.K. Rowling.
Who?
Oh. Oh yeah, because you support whatever she hates, right? Is that what it is? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, I support whatever she hates. You know, that was kind of, you know, you don't get to tell somebody who they can be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, they're right to choose. That and on it. But yeah, I'm buying it. My wife is a big Harry Potter fan. My son's asked me for it. So my only decision now is to see like what makes the most sense, because I don't want to buy a bunch of copies. Because I bought 2 Splatoon copies. That was the Splatoon 3 copies and Splatoon 2 copies.
Oh
and I said, I don't like doing that.
I'm kind of glad it's just me here in my house that really buys anything.
My wife plays on a Switch. My boy has his Xbox. But if I buy the Xbox, my wife doesn't mess with my stuff just on GP. Never told her she couldn't. She just does it. And I know she won't mess with my Xbox.
Don't be touching my Xbox. Mine.
Never told her.
I'm gonna buy it because I can easily separate the art from the artist. Like,
I don't want to get political. I don't have a problem with what she said, but like, I just need to figure out which platform.
Yeah, remember that figure punty that
oh
monster?
Yeah. And then that creepy little tone it had.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's nuts, man.
I was like,
Yeah.
man, this shit.
He's like,
man, this movie is demonic.
It's like the clicker.
Right.
Hey, okay, look, how do y'all feel about that show? Have y'all been watching it?
What?
You said clicker.
Last of Us? I haven't watched it yet. I'm trying to finish up Titans on HBO.
Titans?
Oh, Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Oh, the cartoon?
No, the show, the live action show.
Yeah.
There's a live action Teen Titans?
Dude, it's good. Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah. It's Teen Titans.
Well, it's just called Titans.
Titans, right? Yeah, Titans.
Oh, but is it based off Teen Titans?
Yeah, you got all the characters in it. Yeah.
Beast Boy and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all like the boys?
Yep. They got Beast Boy and all that.
No, I'm saying so y'all like the boys.
Yeah, the boys.
Oh, the boys. Yeah. Oh, dude, who does not like the boys?
Dude, you thought I was making funnies. Well, look, you know the funny thing is, if you never watched, have you played The Last of Us?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you played it, you're not missing anything.
Oh, really?
And that's my issue with people. Like,
so I can watch the
complain
cutscenes of the game, and it's pretty much the show.
No, it's actually the game. Like, it's not just the cutscenes. Like, it's
yeah.
like almost verbatim, like scene by scene from what happens in the game. And so, like,
the only problem I got is the actor. I can't see Pedro as being Joel because Joel looks like so scruffy American type guy. You know?
Nah, Pedro is outstanding. Pedro is cold, man. To me, like Pedro is cold, bro. But like, that
like
other,
for me,
the UK Ellie,
like for me, Joel should have been like a Kenny Rogers guy.
Joel should have been the dude who voiced his character. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, it's like, cause you know, like Last of Us came out, and I did not want to subscribe to another streaming service, but I did it. I bought it up for a year, and we're gonna see how it goes. Me and my daughter we watched Halo,
Halo's
and
good.
my wife watched the first 4 episodes with us.
Yeah,
and she was like, "Well, why is this happening?" I said, "I don't know," and I like it because people complain when things don't go exactly by the book or exactly by the video game, or and it's like they have to make some variation because, like, I remember Game of Thrones, everybody was complaining that didn't happen in this
it didn't happen
book.
in the book. Yeah,
Ned Stark didn't. Dude, they have to do something so that it's interesting for people who read the book and for new people.
And then it won't be 5 seasons if they go by the book. Yeah.
What you talking about? Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Bro, Game of Thrones is long as hell. It is so long, bro.
I don't read. I don't read.
No, bro. Game of Thrones is still going on right now. You still got House of Dragons.
But
like
yeah,
all of that is in the book. You got a book based off all these things. Song of Ice and Fire is the only one I read. It's too long. It's like I'm not gonna get a degree after reading a book that long. You know what I'm saying? Like what he said, you got to change something, man. But when I watched The Last of Us, because my wife, we like zombies, vampires, supernatural, all that crap, and I was like, man, I really don't know if I'm gonna be able to hang here with you because I know everything is about to happen.
Yeah,
nothing is different. It even starts out the same way the video game starts out with the beautiful green scenery.
Yeah,
like everything. It makes slight changes, but you're not missing.
Well, I'm gonna get the game. I'm gonna put the show on. I'm gonna put the game on another set, right next to the TV. I'm gonna play at the same time and see what happens.
Play it on easy, and that way you don't have to.
Comparison between the show and the game.
Yeah, because it literally is the same.
Yeah,
it's like little slight changes, but not story changes. Because people, we watched that. My wife was like, I don't know. I said, what do you think about it? She said, I like it. But she didn't say I like it. But she said, I like it. And
I think she likes Pedro.
No, that's not Pedro. That's Pablo. Talking about Halo now.
Oh.
But Master Cheeks now, right? They got mad that he got bonds.
Master Cheeks?
Yeah. It's like, but if you look at, did you watch it? Because I said this to Legal. He was like, thanks. I didn't watch it.
Halo?
Did you watch Halo?
Yeah.
Okay, so you saw at the end, he becomes the plain ass Master Chief that all these weirdos wanted him to be the whole series, the whole season.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because he basically died. They had a problem with him taking his helmet off. They had a problem with everything. Now, Chief has red hair. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But Pablo might not have wanted to dye his hair, man. I really don't understand people. And this is the first show.
Well,
the Last of Us is the first. Real quick,
this is how I see it sometimes. When you get a defined character like Joel, what you see in the video game, which is like a scruffy, this scruffy bearded, salt and pepper hair type character, right? And it's like very American looking character. Then you kind of want the same, image in like live action show, right? Then they come out with Pedro, which is, not white. It's not very bearded, not very salt and pepper. Looks more skinnier than what you see in the video game of Joel, and people are going to get upset. You already have this image of Joel, and when they completely change it up, you're like, oh man, that's not Joel.
What's the name? Doesn't look like Nathan Drake.
No, no. Who? Wait, what? Who? Oh, you mean Uncharted movie?
Yeah, Nathan Drake. He
it completely looks different. It's like, dude, that is not
like Nathan Drake looks like a man, and now they got him looking like a boy.
Yes, and I don't like that either. I was like, really? They put a kid? They put a 15-year-old to play Nathan Drake, and they
didn't like Wahlberg as
and
Sully.
Wahlberg as Sully. I'm sure there's somebody out there that looks like and talks like Sully.
You're not better than that.
So
they could have done a whole lot better than that.
I haven't watched it. I downloaded it.
I watched it, and then I was eating dinner, and it came across my notification, so I watched the next one. And so far, it's true to the video game. And
Is it?
And this is the first time that I actually saw something that was like basically mirroring the source material.
Yeah, but it's like you have an image of what these characters look like already. They defined it in the game, and when they have a live action, it's like, okay, this looks nothing like him.
Hold up, Sick. If you didn't know his name was Pablo, could he pass for white?
No. Oh, who? Oh, you mean in Halo?
No, Pedro.
Pedro. If I
The
didn't,
dude from The Last of Us.
if I didn't know his name, could he?
If you
pass
didn't know
for
his name
white?
was Pedro, could he pass for white?
No.
Really?
No.
Let me look at him. I think he can. If you didn't already know, Pedro Pascal, that's a name.
And we have a church friend here. He looks very Hispanic, but he's not. He looks very Hispanic, but he's full on white from Louisiana. It's funny.
Yeah. It's like, some of my family members, my granny told me to teach her Espanol. She said they should know their people, but so now I have to start speaking Spanish too when they come up to me.
Buenos dias, like Dora and Diego.
My granny speak Creole.
Hola, amigo, bienvenido. Es delicioso.
My granny's not gonna learn another language. It's just a joke, man. She knows Creole.
No. All right, man. I'm gonna shut it down because I'm getting hungry. Late lunch.
I was about to say, hey man, y'all gotta go to work and stuff in the morning.
I know, and it's Friday too. So
Hey, was sick, man. I'm not sick. Tech.
Yeah.
You gonna be playing Dying Light?
Not tonight. Maybe this
not
weekend.
Tonight, man.
Yeah, this weekend.
No, I'm playing Hi-Fi Rush today.
As you should.
Yes, I should.
You should. Shit, I haven't played High on Life either. I need to get to those.
I'm almost to the end. I'm just slow dragging that one. I've been playing it for like 20 hours, so I ought to be getting close.
So, yeah, I'll let you know on Dying Light because I need a partner. I need somebody to help me on. There's some parts of like, dude, like trying to get the convoy to clear out the convoy. There's ways to do it, but since like I'd rather have a partner because it's much easier that way.
You mean like the tanks?
No, the convoys where there's like, where the tanks are at, and they're still just stashed. That's just kind of in there. And sometimes it takes a little bit longer for me to just clear them out, even though I use kind of those gas tanks are there.
Since I beat the game, man, they do me real dirty now. Like they
Well,
blow
that's
up
because
on me.
Lego made you like run through.
No. I beat it before him.
Oh, okay.
But like when you do the new game plus, I haven't figured out what happens with these zombies. I kill them and they blow up, and they're 2 levels above me.
Oh, they're bloaters. They just blow up.
Dude, they are aggressive. Like they run at you and blow up.
They don't do the
more than
like
one at a
staggering walk and like grab you. They do like full on run.
No, they run and they just
Ooh,
blow up.
that reminds me. If you got World War Z, man, they got a new DLC also.
They ain't getting into that one. That's the multiplayer online game.
That's a good one.
It looks that is that the multiplayer online game, like the big game.
It's 4-player.
Only multiplayer.
I think so.
I think that's the same game. Yeah, I played it. It's cool, but I gotta be selective.
And Aliens is fun too. Ever done Aliens? Fire Team or Elite, whatever it's called. That one's fun too.
I believe you though.
Yep. All right, I gotta cut out. I gotta eat. What you gotta say, Jake? What you gotta say, Jake?
You need to get on that Monster Hunter Rise. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, it's too many games.
Game Pass, dude. I swear, I'm getting tired of it. I might have to cancel.
Games are coming fast.
I might have to cancel. It's just too many games.
What to play first and what to play last.
All right, guys, I'm gonna cut this out. You guys, any last thoughts? Anything you gotta say before we cut out?
Nothing, man.
No.
I just keep looking at this article. People are stupid.
Which one? Oh, this one. Okay.
Xbox warned everybody it wouldn't show Starfield today, yet Starfield fans are still sad. Yeah, that's foolish. No, but man, thanks for the invite. Great show.
It's
Shout
fun.
out to the chat. J-Rock.
J-Rock.
Tech.
Well, I wasn't invited. I just go wherever I want to. That's all.
Yeah.
He's
like, he just boys, I'm here. What's up?
I'm in this bed.
he kicked the door just like what's his name from the Yakuza game?
Hakim.
Yes, he just kicked the door down and like knocked the hell out of whoever's covering the door.
Came in the door, said it before.
Who's showing up? What was it? What was the saying?
Nah, I just say you talking about who's the baddest?
Yeah, who's the baddest, man?
Show enough.
Show enough.
Who's the prettiest? Show enough. No, when he said I'm up in this, and I said came in the door, said it before. That's Eric B. But that's probably before y'all time.
Eric B and Rakim?
Mm-hmm.
I know who they are. Gee, man, don't you know? I love East Coast back then.
Man, back then, I mean, I grew up on the East Coast, so like, yeah. You know, country boys wish they was from New York and North Carolina.
Yeah, as they should.
No. Now once you get there, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because after North Carolina was Connecticut, and my stepbrothers from Jersey, we used to go to Jersey, go to New York. Like, the one thing I can say about New York, and then I'll shut up and sign out. The energy is real when you go there.
Oh,
there is energy in the air.
There is.
Because down here it's slow, and there's no energy.
No,
nobody has anywhere to go.
I've been up there twice, man. New York, I love it. Every time.
Back down there. Yeah.
We're chilling, man. Y'all got somewhere to go.
Oh yeah, I saw J-Rock on Game On that one day, and I slapped in a little $2 super chat. Say, "That's my boy Jay."
I would never.
Yeah. Well, that was before he started.
I listened to when he was on there, but man, that dude was showing his hand. Okay, bye.
All right, let's get out of here. All right, guys. Thank you, Chatterbox. As always, good job. Realist, thank you. J-Rock, thank you. Let's get out of here.